If you're preparing to get your Kentucky real estate license, one of the biggest causes of stress is not knowing what's on the exam. How many questions are there? How much time do you get? And what topics do they test you on? In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what the Kentucky PSI real estate exam looks like, including the national portion, the state portion, how the scoring works, and how to study effectively so you don't waste weeks studying the wrong material. Before you ever sit for the state licensing exam, Kentucky requires you to complete 96 hours of pre licensing course and pass the course final exam. This is not optional. Passing the course final is what allows you to receive your certificate of completion. And without that certificate, you cannot schedule the PSI licensing exam. If you do not pass the course final exam, there are some schools that will allow you to retake. However, if you ultimately cannot pass the final, you must retake the entire 96-hour course again. Only after completing the education and passing the final exam, as well as completing a background check, do you become eligible for the state exam. The Kentucky licensing exam is administered by PSI testing centers. The exam is divided into two separate portions. There's the national or general real estate knowledge portion, and then there's the state of Kentucky law portion. You take both portions during the same testing appointment. You will receive an immediate pass or fail result at the testing center, along with a diagnostic report showing weak areas. You can retake only the portion you failed. The Sales Associate exam has a total of 120 scored questions. The national portion, there's 80 questions, and then the state portion, there's 40 questions. You will have approximately 150 minutes for the national portion and 90 minutes for the state portion. Testing centers present the sections subsequently during the same appointment. During the exam, you will also see questions that do not count towards your score. PSI includes a small number of experimental questions, typically 5 to 10 questions. These questions are unscored, are mixed in with regular questions, cannot be identified by the student, and do not count against your testing time. The purpose is to help PSI develop future licensing exams and evaluate new questions before they are officially scored. This means if you see a question that seems unusual, difficult, or unfamiliar, do not panic. It may very well be an experimental question. Here's what appears on the national portion of the exam and how heavily each topic is tested. Property ownership, there's 7 questions, which include types of ownership, estates, and forms of title. Then there's land use controls and regulations. There are 5 questions. That includes zoning, building codes, environmental restrictions. Then there's valuation and market analysis. Those are 8 questions. You'll see this will be about appraisals, CMA, market value versus price. Then there's financing, which is 6 questions. And that's about mortgages, lending types, loan programs. Then there's general principles of agency. That's 10 questions. And it includes fiduciary duties, agency relationships, representation. Then there's property condition and disclosures. Those are 8 questions. And that includes the material defects, stigmatized property, seller disclosures. Then there's contracts, and that's 11 questions. And that includes elements of a valid contract, offers, counteroffers, and terminations. Then there's transfer of title, that's 5 questions. That includes the deeds, title insurance, and recording. Then there's practice of real estate, which is 12 questions. And that includes brokerage operations and licensing laws at a national level. Then there's real estate calculations, that's 6 questions. It includes prorations, commissions, and area calculations. And lastly, there's specialty areas, which is 2 questions. That includes fair housing, environmental hazards, and other miscellaneous topics. Now, the state portion focuses entirely on Kentucky license law and brokerage practices. And this includes Kentucky Real Estate Commission, there are 7 questions, and it includes commission authority, disciplinary action, and regulations. Then there's requirements for license, that's 7 questions, and that includes licensing, eligibility, and application requirements. Then there's brokerage activities and requirements, that's 14 questions, and includes broker supervision, advertising, and trust accounts. Then there's license law requirements for contracts. That's 5 questions and includes contract handling and legal compliance. Then there's disclosures and agency issues. That's 4 questions and includes agency relationships specific to Kentucky. And then lastly is property management, which has 3 questions and includes handling of rents, tenant funds, and management responsibilities. Immediately after your exam, you will receive a pass or fail result, a diagnostic report, and a license application. That is, if you passed. You must apply for your license within 60 days after passing. If you fail one section, you can only retake that section. The retake fee is $100. You have 4 months to pass the other portion after passing the first portion. There is no limit on retakes, but if the 4th month window expires, you must take both portions again. You should schedule the PSI exam soon after completing your 96-hour course. Your pre-licensing education does not expire, but your memory does. Students who test within 1 to 3 weeks of course completion have a significantly higher pass rate because the information is still fresh. Now you understand exactly how the Kentucky licensing exams work, both the 96-hour course final exam and the PSI state licensing exam. If this video helped clarify the process, make sure you subscribe for more Kentucky real estate exam preparation guidance. And if you want additional resources, study guidance, and approved online education options, you can visit us at primerealestateacademy.com. We look forward to helping you take the next steps towards your Kentucky real estate license.